Hello, my name is James Smith, and I will be attending El Camino College this year, and I'm majoring in automotive technology. Some things you may not know about me is that I have an iguana and 5 fish tanks. Um, some things I like to do in my free time is skateboard and play video games. Before I start my speech, I would like to thank my parents for always pushing me to do better in school and waking me up every morning, every day, and providing me with the opportunities they didn't have growing up. Also, want to thank my sisters for buying me my PC and video games as a reward for my good grades. Furthermore, I want to begin by sharing a quote that I read by Roy T. Bennett. It goes, "No matter how much experience you have, there's always something new you can learn and room for improvement." I wanted to share this quote because I believe that this quote is very inspirational towards people like me who are getting ready to make the biggest decision of their lives. I think it is important to remember that no matter what you end up doing, you will always have other opportunities. Throughout my high school years, I feel as though I have gained many academic, social, and personal skills, and I would like to share them with you all. The one that I feel, the ones that I feel are the most important, and why. I think that there are many important lessons and skills that I have learned academically that I have learned from going to school, but the main two that I feel is the most important is how to properly cite evidence in an essay and how to write an argumentative essay. These two lessons are the most important ones I have learned because it will help me throughout my next phase in college life. I also believe that it is important because knowing how to cite textual evidence will allow me to use evidence and sources in college without getting plagiarized. Furthermore, there are also many social skills I have learned throughout high school that I think are important. But there's only two that have helped me and will continue to help me in my future, and that is code switching and collaboration. Code switching is important to me because as I get older, I believe it is important to know how to properly talk to people and address them because it could lead to a higher position in jobs, and it will also make me seem well mannered and make people want to hire me. This skill has helped me in many ways, and one of them is getting a job. Collaboration is an important skill to me because it will allow me to make new friends as I move on from high school, and it will also allow me to know how to work as a team member and at work and work at school. This skill has helped me in things like working with people at work and being tolerant to people who I don't like. This last skill I want to talk about is personal skills. Although I have learned many personal skills, there are only two that are most important to me, and one of them is goal setting. This skill is important to me because it is something that I will always have to use in order to manage a good schedule while in college. The second skill is taking breaks. This skill is important to me because as I go into college, I will be under a lot of stress, balancing a job and being a full-time student. Taking breaks will help me be able to manage my stress. Some advice I want to share with you all is some advice I want to share with you all. This advice that I'm going to share, I feel like is very important to the graduating class of 2023. My advice is to make sure to consider all of your options before you settle on one. And don't do it something just because other people want you to do it. For example, if you don't think college is for you, but your parents want you to go, consider going to a trade school or a community college before because it is your choice at the end of the day and there's always other options. Also want to say that no matter how much money you have, you should always invest because it is the best way to make sure you and your future children, if you decide to have some, will be financially stable. A good moment I want to recall is when me and a bunch of my friends went to the skate park and we skated around and had so much fun making videos and helping each other learn new tricks. A motivational quote from the beginning of this speech connects to my life after high school because no matter how much experience you learn, you will always learn something new in life. Fellow students, I want to suggest that as you move on from after graduation and start working and look into investment. Look into investing your money so that you can make the most out of your early days so that when you are older, you can take trips and longer vacations. Finally, I want to thank my mother, father, and sister for supporting me throughout these final years of my high school life. And I also want to thank everyone for the time and my friends for the good memories that we made together. Thank you.